Welcome to Land Academy. This is the Cash Flow from Land show. We show you how to buy real estate for half of what it's worth
and sell it on the internet really fast.
I'm Jack Butala.
I'm Jill DeWit. We are Jack and Jill, and this is the Jack and Jill Show too.
With over 15,000 completed transactions, we're the experts at acquiring property
Of all kinds, not just land.
for half price and flipping them for way more.
All right, let's get this show started.
Jack Butala with Jill DeWit.
Hi.
Welcome to our show. In this episode, we talk about why Land Academy does not have a boot camp. Great show today, Jill. I'm glad you're less mad. Let's take. This is what Jill said to me right before we started the show. I'm less mad. Not like I'm happy. I'm less mad today.
She's
never mad about anything.
No, I'm never mad. We just had a little office incident go on here and little staff hiccup.
The more we talk about it, I'm less mad.
Yeah, and now that Jack and
that as a compliment.
Jack and I went off. Jack and I left the room and went into our studio to do a little recording. And now that we talked a little bit, I'm not over it, but I am less mad. So
If that's not female, I don't know what is.
Thank you.
I'm not over it, but I'm less mad.
Thank you. Oh my
Anyway,
goodness.
Hey, let's take a question posted by one of our members on successplant.com, our free online community.
Okay.
It's a very simple question. Actually, do you mind if I read it?
Sure.
How do I choose a title company, and when do I use a title company and get title insurance on a deal, or when do I just do a deed myself? I'm paraphrasing.
I love it.
So what do you think, Jill? It's a good question. We get it a lot. And, it's a lot of people are surprised that we don't use a title company on every single deal. Let's start with that.
Okay.
Why don't we use a title company on every deal?
Pick me. Well, for starters, I have access to tools and data where I can go back and confirm a lot of information about these transactions. I can confirm what the vesting deed is, which is the last recorded deed. So I can tell
Basically,
that I'm really talking.
You're acting as your own
I am acting like
title agent, because that's what a title company does. They check to see clouds and title chain. If the person that's conveying it actually owns it, that stuff.
Yep.
We do a lot of that ourselves.
Yeah, you can, and a lot of it you can do for free on the county. You can go on the county. A lot of county websites, you can go check that. But if you don't have that, we have data that will pull it for 98% of the rest of the counties, and I can pull it up and see
I looked
the
it up.
owner.
It's 99.5%.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
I keep saying 98 too, but it's really, there's like
99.
9 counties in the whole country that the data to doorstep
Doesn't cover.
Got
it. And we're good. There's plenty of other counties. We're just fine.
It's our product. I probably should know what
Exactly.
it does and doesn't do.
So I use a title company. Oh, why don't I use a title company? Okay, that's number one. I can act as a title agent myself. Number one, and number two, when I'm only spending hundreds of dollars, I'm cool with it. If I'm spending a couple $100 to buy a quarter acre property, I can do all the homework and I can see that Mr. Smith has really owned it for 50 years. I'm pretty comfortable that I don't need a title agent to help me do this deal.
Yep.
There you go.
So, that's one reason. So, but that being said, there's a point where you're spending a bunch of money on an acquisition. You want to have some security and some title insurance. So, our break point's usually around $5,000. Or if it's like a property that's probably going to be built on for sure, it's not rural vacant land, you really want to get title insurance. It's, in the scheme of things, it's cheap. But if you're buying a 5-acre property, let's say in some county somewhere that you're going to sell for $1,500, and the title insurance costs $800, doesn't make a lot of sense. That's how this whole thing came about. It just doesn't make sense after a while.
Right. And that was a perfect example on a $1,500 sales price, because I'm just wholesaling it. It's not going to make a difference to that person if it comes with title insurance. I can't mark it up that much more. But on a $30,000 sale price, I want that title insurance for my buyer. It's going to make them feel good too, and it is going to justify my sales price. So there's another reason.
What I'm seeing lately, Jill, is people are turning to title agents to do their deals because they're afraid of doing deeds. So, and that it ties into, Jill and I just launched it. Well, we haven't launched it yet, but if you go to deedperfect.com, the site's being developed. It'll be done in about a week. And it's where you input all the information. It kicks a deed out for you. So I directly developed this product for us and our members because of this. Because you shouldn't have to spend $800 to get a title policy and go through escrow just because you don't want to do any deed paperwork. So, again, our members spoke and we listened and we launched a site and it's all there. It's there to help them out. Title insurance and title agents and escrow and all that. For whatever reason, there's lots of mystery that surrounds it, and Jill just demystified it. Mm-hmm. Just look at the chain of title, and you're going to find out pretty easily. I'm going to demystify another thing. Mm-hmm. Recorders, county recorders, only look. This is what they look at. They don't audit how your handwriting. They don't look at the form. What they really look at is whether or not the person conveying the property to you owns it. Mm-hmm. And if it's John L. Smith who's conveying it and the deed says John J. Smith, they're going to kick it back. Mm-hmm. If it's John Smith conveying it and you're talking to John Smith, they're going to record it. Mm-hmm. They're not going to so much look at your margins. Mm-hmm. Because stuff comes up. A lot of stuff comes up, Joe, that is real everyday stuff for us. But people who are new to this, they don't. That's why I'm bringing this stuff up.
No, it's perfect. No, you're right. I mean that was it. I was just going to give another example, but you're 100% right.
Or if John Smith is the trustee in the trust, you don't. John Smith cannot. I just ran into this with a member. If the property is in the name of the trust and John Smith is the trust controls the trust, John Smith cannot convey that property. He can sign on behalf of the trust. Mm-hmm. I mean, here's the whole thing. Whatever name it is on the vesting deed, which is the one that you're conveying it to, the person conveying it to you, it just has to match. Mm-hmm. Like lickety-split match. Mm-hmm. Not with extra Y's at the end of names and all that.
Because he passed on and now it's so-and-so. You don't put it there.
So that's why we created Deed Perfect. It's not a sales pitch. It's just to solve some problems for a lot of people.
Well, the best thing is, and I just quoted you, and I'm gonna put this out for the world. I'm gonna put the crap that Jack says. I'm gonna put this out for the world to see. And the better thing is, don't use a title agent only because you don't want to do deeds. Learn.
Yeah, just learn.
That's the bigger picture.
Straight truth is this. When I started,
it's not hard.
I used a title agent for every deal for this exact reason. And it just occurred to me, like in the last month when we launched Deed Perfect, which is not launched yet, but it's just about launched. It just occurred to me, I forgot about it, that doing deeds was a thing that I couldn't stand to do right when I started either. Mm-hmm. I wish I had these tools.
That's what I was just going to say, too. This is one of the many reasons that we are in this position and why we have this community is that you're learning from our mistakes. And Jack probably spent a lot of money years ago on title agents that he didn't need to spend. So here we are saving you, saying some of these easy deals, you don't need to spend that money. Don't waste that money. Use it for acquisitions.
Yeah, use it for acquisitions. Yeah. Well said.
Thank you.
Don't spend your money on garbage.
Use it for acquisitions.
Use it for acquisitions. That's a whole show.
Cancel the family vacation. That's acquisition money. Just kidding. No family vacation. Daddy's got to buy a property.
Don't waste your money on a divorce attorney. Buy acquisitions.
Don't buy your wife that diamond. Buy an acquisition. Buy her a 40-acre parcel.
Oh, I can hear I can hear the car radio buttons clicking off everywhere.
Could you imagine? Oh, wait, why has somebody not done this? Maybe they have, hey, sweetheart, happy anniversary, and they hand him a deed.
Oh, no.
By the way, you don't get to keep it. I'm just showing it to you. That's why we're not going out to dinner tonight.
That's like buying your wife a washing machine for her birthday.
Yes.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. That's right. I'm not saying this because these are good examples. These are not good examples.
What is this show about anyway?
Oh, my gosh.
If you have a question or you want to be on the show, call 800-725-8816. This is what the show's about. Why LandAcademy does not have a boot camp. Jill, this is Amita's show.
Because Steven doesn't really look that good in person.
In fact, every time you see me anywhere, it's not even me. It's a model that we hired. That's really who Jill...
Steven is a former jockey. over Jackie, and he weighs about 90 pounds.
I'm 3'4".
Yeah.
And I'm really in another country.
Actually, Stephen just won the Belmont. You don't know that, but that was actually Stephen. Jack.
And I live in a tree with the Keebler elves.
That's right. Jack. That's it. Now you're bringing in was that Family Guy or what was that?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know, maybe The Simpsons. No, it's Simpsons.
All right.
There's a Simpsons episode.
The reason we don't have a boot camp is because Jill gets a rash when she walks in anything less than a 5-star hotel. Just kidding.
We should have more shows like this where you just lie. The crap that Jill says today.
I'm so kidding. If you've seen you should see some of the hotels that I've stayed in. It's not true. I can man up if I have to, and just whatever. This is it.
You should teach a class on how to be a woman, Jill.
Thank you.
You've got it licked.
Thank you. No, that's not it. I know why we. Do you want to talk about? Here's.
I think you just keep lying.
Here's what
It's fun.
It's really funny. All right, I'll come up with another one. We don't have a boot camp. Well, here's half true, half funny, because we shared it all in our program and we have nothing left to say. It's really kind of true. No,
we have.
We didn't. I don't really have a lot left. No.
Yeah, I mean, we don't have a boot camp because we don't upsell. That's the real reason.
We put it all in our program. I don't need to bring you in and then give you the rest of the story.
Here's our business model. And, here's our whole business model. It's vertical and horizontal. Everything you need to know about buying and selling land, we provide in the education cash flow from land program and the tools, the subscription tools and data to doorstep. And then it's all supported by successplant.com, where you go and, it's an online community. You can ask Jill and I questions. You can ask other members questions. It's all free. So instead of building on that and saying, and now you need to learn more, here's a $5,000 program, and you need to learn more, here's a $50,000 program, which is the typical sales model out there. Uh-huh. This is why we don't have a boot camp. Instead, we're just about ready to release a program about how to wholesale houses like Jill and I do, and it's going to be the same thing. Mm-hmm. There's one program, the same tools, data to doorstep, are involved to help you do that, and that's it. Then we're going to release another program about how to do it with mobile homes, which is what, Jill and I have been doing for quite some time. So instead of upselling one program, that's the horizontal expansion. The vertical is Deed Perfect. Mm-hmm. Or whatever.
Solving more problems for everybody who's doing this.
We have a member,
more tools.
And that's the vertical piece. We have a member who's extremely successful, Luke. He was with us right from the beginning, and we spoke with him recently. Jill did specifically, really recently, and he said, "Look, can you guys? I can't stand posting these properties. It jams up. It jams up my thing. Mm-hmm. Posting properties to sell them all over the internet. Can you guys please start a product? I'm happy to pay, where." I input all the information and you post it everywhere. You post it Trulia, Zillow,
Land and Farm, Land Watch.
There's like 10 places. Mm-hmm. And the answer is heck yes. So that's the vertical support part of this. Mm-hmm. And you pay for what it costs us, and plus to keep the lights on. Mm-hmm. We're not going to sell you another $50,000. Learn the secrets for $5,000 more. That doesn't happen. It's silly.
Exactly.
That's why we don't have a boot camp. Will we have a live event, and that's basically a party? Yeah.
Yes, that's what we're talking about. Should be.
Why LandAcademy has an annual party instead of a boot camp.
That is the whole point. We will not have a boot camp / however. We may have a rockin' party together, and we'll all celebrate. That will do. And maybe, you know what, and if we are, because people have asked, because they want some stuff and they want to meet us, they want to do some more things with us. So we are, slowly working on some kind of a live event. And the reason why we haven't come out with it is because it just doesn't feel right. I mean, that's the bottom line. I had one scheduled and booked for October. Everybody in our world knows I canceled it, and I'm putting more into it, and it's not feeling right.
Yeah.
Here it is. Everyone, I canceled the October date because I didn't want to do a boot camp. I don't want to be like everybody else. We don't have anything. We want to bring you something really good to share, and maybe it's going to be, I don't know, we keep going back and forth like a TED Talk kind of event and a party. Something that's some really cool other total different tools that might help you, or just have some fun.
Hey, reach out to us on the internet and tell us what you want. We'll do what you want. I'll tell you what I want to do.
What?
And it organically happened anyway. Every time one of our competitors has one of these boot camps / whatever, we should just have a party at like a half hour after their thing ends in the same town.
It is kind of fun. Yeah.
So, because that happened last time.
Yeah.
Our direct competitor had a whole weekend thing, and
people reached out to us and said we want to get together for a drink, and we said okay.
They're members of their group, and they're members of ours, which that's great. Mm-hmm. So that they said, hey, we're going to be in town. It's in the same town. Let's meet up, and we did, and it turned into a great party with a lot of people.
It was a party.
So I'm thinking we should just do it anyway.
That's not a bad idea. We're just going to have a lot of parties,
and they asked me all the questions I ever wanted to ask about land.
Wait,
right. We should spend a half hour talking about land.
Okay.
And answering anybody's questions. And then we should have 3 hours of partying.
I'm with you. How about this? Will you please...
She's giving me stuff to do.
No, not you. I'm asking our listeners here. I'm asking our listeners to post this somewhere. Maybe in Facebook. Maybe somewhere. Put it... I'm in this stuff, everyone. I'm watching.
Yeah, Facebook's a better place.
Please Facebook it. Or tweet it to me, something like that. You know where to find me. At Jill K. DeWit is my Twitter, and then Jill DeWit is my Facebook. Anybody wants to be in my Facebook group, I've made it. It's not public, but if you go in there and request to be my friend, and Jack Butala also, we will accept your friend request. So, gosh, send me a message.
Unless you're a hooker.
That
happens a lot.
Then I will accept it, and Jack won't. Just kidding. So, anyway.
You don't seem to have the hooker problem.
No, it's funny that I don't know. So, but send us a message and let's talk about that. Or we would like to. That's a great thing. We're just gonna maybe our October thing is going to be moved from a library scenario to a fun restaurant bar scenario. It might be on the back of a boat scenario.
Yeah,
that's really what we're really talking about.
Exactly.
Because we have some people in our world that are really killing it, and they're really working together.
Is have it at the yacht club.
That's even easier. We can put more people in the yacht club and not have to worry about it on the boat and all that.
Or both, Because the boat's at the yacht club.
Oh boy.
This is turning into a
really good idea.
Podcast. All right. What's the show? Oh, this is about the show.
Jack and Jill do not have a boot camp, but they have a party at the yacht club.
Right after the other guy's boot camp.com.
Are you going over to the yacht club now? I'm going to be at the yacht club. I'll be at the yacht club. Yes.
There's nothing they can do about that. They have a schedule for these live events.
Oh.
And we just follow it.
That's kind of funny.
It's going to enrage people.
But everybody wins. It's fun.
They? Does everybody win?
Well, you know what? Here's my question. Why aren't the people holding... Wait.
And our members win.
Why aren't the people holding the boot camp having their own party?
I'll tell you why. I'll answer that. Because they have no imagination. They went to a professional sales... They went to some type of school that says this is how you have an educational package, guru, whatever the hell.
And maximize profit.
And maximize profits.
Got
and
it.
Upsell this and do that and hire a person and have live events. That's why. And
there's a school for that?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't even know. I never looked into it.
I bet there is somebody out there.
I'm sure there is.
Yeah.
Or follow Armando around.
My gosh.
And file our class action suit.
Right.
We never did that, Jill. You know what we do? Buy and sell property and then talk about it on the radio.
Yes. That's
our business right there.
Thank you.
Hey, if you have a question or you want to be on the show, call 800-725-8816. This is full of inspiration, I'm sure, Jill. Inspire us.
The whole show is inspiration. You know what?
It has been.
It is. So I'm going to piggyback on this, and my inspiration is do the right thing.
Yeah, it's basic. I mean, it's you think it goes without saying, but it doesn't. Mm-mm. Because you're right. That's what this show is about. Do the right thing. Mm-hmm. Don't have a boot camp if you're just doing it to sell stuff. Don't say you're trying to help people if you're really not trying to help people. That's right, Jill. That's an excellent. Makes me mad. I love when it's all simple like that. That's it. If you're really trying to help people, let's help some people. Please don't be sneaky and tell me something and you're really not trying to help me. Don't charge $50,000 for stuff. Oh my gosh.
That's how you're really helping somebody.
Save your money for acquisitions.
That's it. Yeah. Thank you. Cheers.
Hey, join us in another episode where Jack and Jill discuss how to use information, that's me,
and inspiration, that's me,
to get just about anything you want.
We use it every day to buy property for half of what it's worth and sell it immediately.
Take your boot camp and get there first. Oh, what do we talk about after that?
I know. That was really good. And then that's it. Do the right thing. I mean,
it's June in Scottsdale, and it's hot.
It is hot.
I'm hot right now.
You know what this reminds me of? One person that I respect that doesn't have a boot camp is Dave Ramsey. He writes books. He gives away stuff for free on the radio. He gives away all his information, all his inspiration for free. He gives out stuff all the time. Yeah. He's aligned himself with churches and helping people. He inspires me because he really is out there helping people change their lives. He's not saying, you have to give me $10,000 and I'll tell you how to get out of debt.
Right.
Yes. Could you imagine?
Could you imagine
if Dave Ramsey said, come to my class. It's going to cost $10,000. And that's going to be one more of those debts you have on your thing that I'm going to tell you how to get out of.
You know, he gives you the tools, too. I'm thinking about it. He gives you, like, the whole baby step thing. Uh-huh. So he provides the tools kind of like we do. Uh-huh. That's cool.
Yeah. So that's the thing. So for me, who do you want to be? Do you want to, I mean, if you're really trying to help somebody, be like us and Dave Ramsey, and I mean, there's lots of other people out there. If you want to be a used car salesman, go be a used car salesman. We all know what that's about.
Right. Information and inspiration to buy undervalued property.
We are Jack and Jill, and this was the Cash Flow from Land Show.
We are the experts at acquiring property
of all kinds, not just land,
for half price, just so we can flip it for way more.
And really fast. Thanks for listening. Let's go buy some property.
If you want to get involved or you need more information about our profitable, niche real estate operation, call 480-467-0359. You just might get Jill at the other end of the line.
LandAcademy.com. You are not alone in your real estate ambition.